Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for July 6th through the 12th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Scorpio. What are you water signs doing to me this week? The overall energy for the reading. The Ace of Pentacles. Brand new beginning. Cool. Yes. Please. Even Blue agrees. Baba. We're not going OUT. It's 100 degrees. Are you freaking... No. The minute I open that door, you're going to faint. Me too. Chill. Another. I'll take you out for a quick one after this. Just a quickie. Chill. She's arguing with me. In the recent past, in the recent past, the Devil, the Moon, the Judgment card. You've gone through something. You've gone through something. Oh, you've gone through something. What the fuck did you go through? There's... Ooh, such heavy energies in there. But it's transformational. Like, ultimately, I feel like it taught you a lot. I don't know what it is, though. The moon is there, just thrown in there. Loosely, like, okay, figure it out. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna clarify and see what's up. But something was up. Okay. In the current situation, the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands, the Strength card, way better energies. Way better. Still a little bit challenging, still a little like, you know, you're probably still feeling some of whatever that experience was for you, but for the most part, way better energies here. A little bit challenging. I do see an energy exchange happening here with someone that's very close to you potentially, and it's a little challenging at times. It's almost like you don't speak the same language. Hey, it's, you know, Mercury retrograde. Just chill. Six of Wands, Eight of Cups, Three of Cups for the immediate future. I mean, it's very hard to catch up with these energies that are shown up here, because on one hand you're showing me, oh my god, I feel so good about something. 5 minutes later, it's like you're not feeling shit about shit anymore. And it has to do with a dynamic you carry through with somebody. So let's try to clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Ace of Pentacles. For the Ace of Pentacles, you get the Nine of Wands, the Devil, the Hierophant. Okay, you do want a fresh start, a brand new beginning. Wait, that ties up into the... You still have this in your life, the ick. The ick. You don't want the ick anymore, though. You're like, okay, I want a brand new beginning. I want to bring this with, but without the ick. Okay, let's see if that happened. Let's clarify the ick. Let's clarify the Devil in the recent past. The Lovers, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, well, in the recent past, your intention that you carry right now, it didn't play out for sure. In the recent past, it didn't work out like that. The ick stayed. It's a very, from what you're telling me here, a very, very strong connection to someone. As strong as it shows up in there, that's how unhealthy it is. Or ends up being. Which makes it very hard to be part of. That's why at some point you're like, okay, I think I want something else. You think? Yes. I agree. You do. Let me do the Moon. For the Moon, you get the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Ooh. Oh, don't tell me that. There's a lot of things that are happening, but you're refusing to see them as they're happening, which is telling me you're definitely ignoring some of the things that are running through that situation right there. Like, you know, they're happening. I can see you being like, yeah, I know. I'm just going to pretend I don't see these things happening. Well, how'd that work out for you? What are you dealing with, Scorpio? What'd you get yourself into? Let me do the Judgment card in the recent past. The Knight of Swords, the Fool, the Two of Swords. Well, this makes me happy to see, because I do see you learning as you go from this experience. So there's definitely a lot of healing at play on your part. There's also a lot of confusion, because, you know, there's the healing of whatever energy that is. That's kind of honestly starting to give me a little bit of a headache. That's how heavy it is. And you're healing a lot, and then there's times in which you get completely stuck. And it feels like not a lot of healing is happening. Not a lot of nothing. You know, not a lot of anything, for that matter. I am going to have to sage after this one. Because, man, I haven't gotten such energies in a while. Let me do the Hierophant in the current situation. Oh, Scorpio, you're killing me. For the Hierophant, you get the Ten of Swords, the Death card, the Queen of Cups. In your heart's heart, you show up as, I'm done with this. I'm so done with this that it's not even funny. Then why do I feel like you're not done with this? I think energetically speaking, you're starting to build up in that direction of, I'm ready to be done with this. I think you feel that you are done with this. Let me do the Eight of Wands. This is a very hard reading for me. The energies are super, super heavy. I am trying to hang on to your energy, because your energy is starting to go up somehow. You're starting to maybe climb out of this experience slowly but surely. And that, you know, that is good for me. But when I'm pulled into that, whatever that it was, because at some point it was severe, it's just, ew. For the Eight of Wands, you get the Hangman, the Hermit, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, again, there's been a lot of healing as you went through this experience. There's more and more healing that's kind of done at a conscious level right now. So it's done because you've decided, okay, I need to get my shit in order here and start working on this. There's still some confusion that comes with that, but for the most part, there's a deep aspect of healing going on right now, and it's because you're open to it, you're looking for it. If it happened before at a level where you weren't that aware of it, right now you're super aware of it. You're actively healing. Let me do the Strength card in the current situation. Seven of Cups, Six of Wands, Five of Wands. Okay. I feel like you are kind of on the final stretch of this, though. So you may not be done, even though you may feel like you're done, but you're definitely on that final stretch of this experience, which may last a little bit, so you may not be done with it anytime soon, but you're showing me the energy of, did I tell you the cards for the Strength cards? Seven of Cups, Six of Wands, Five of Wands. Hi, little Scorpio. I need to wipe your face. I need to wipe your face. Okay. Hold on. Excuse us. Yeah, Juno's ass was there. Yeah, you girls. The aspect of moving on is shown up here quite strongly, and I see you arguing with that aspect, arguing with this energy. So that's what makes things a little tough, Because as you're saying you're done with this, then it implies that you're moving on, right? So that's kind of normal of a normal occurrence. However, you're conflicted about it a little bit. So again, nothing unusual. It's hard to come out of something like this, and you know, kind of trying to create a clean slate for you moving forward. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. I feel like you've done a lot of the hard work, but there's still some at play here and there. So you're not out of it yet. Let me do the Six of Wands in the immediate future. You get the Moon, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. Okay. You finally feel like you have your own little space, maybe you've created some space from this experience, and you're giving yourself the time, the space that you need to recover, to just be, you know, outside of this experience. And that's exactly what you're doing, and you're showing me how good you feel about that you've given yourself that permission. And it's big. It's a big energy. It's a nice energy. You know, that feeling and that knowing that you can always come back home, come back to yourself, you know. Let me do the Eight of Cups. You're transitioning out of something here, and whew, you better, because man. For the Eight of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Magician. The Eight of Cups, the Strength card. Yeah, I mean, you're manifesting, and you're actually going through the motions of just disconnecting emotionally from whatever that is, you know. So the more time passes, the more you create a space for yourself, and you feel better and better away from this experience, the more you'll feel disconnected from the experience, well, from the person, you know, that you share this experience with. So at some point you may even feel like, I don't feel what I thought I was feeling while I was dealing with this. So it's almost going to show up as you feeling nothing for the situation or for the person. For the Three of Cups in the immediate future, you get the Judgment card, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. And then it's like, okay, now it's time to work on the pain that I've gained out of this experience, throughout this experience, you know, where I've mistaken love with pain or something like that. That's kind of how you're putting it out here. So there's going to be stages to this healing that you're going to go through. But I feel like, yeah, you're making your way out. You're not there yet, even though you feel you are. Like, no, I'm done. Hold off on that, because you're almost there. But you're definitely on the final stretch of this. Which, please, I'm gonna come chase you with my sage if you're gonna put up with that anymore. I'm gonna be like, I need to clear your senses. You need to go. From the universe for you, as a final advice, you get the Star, the Three of Wands, Ace of Cups. Yeah, you want something completely different, which I feel like you've finally realized you're not gonna find there. You know, so someplace else, something else. No matter how long it takes, you made up your mind. I gotta go look for happiness and, you know, something brand new someplace else out of that. Okay, now I go sage. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.